Hey everybody, Professor Doom here. There's something I want to add to the last video that I just put up that I think has some relevance to further expound on what we see in that footage. If you're unfamiliar with what I'm talking about, you haven't seen my last video, go check that out. So what is interesting about that is the person that is being walked down the corridor and then bends over to have the cuffs taken off, at no point in time do you see the Capitol Police, or I should say the officers that are operating under their official capacity, meaning they have their regular law enforcement clothes on. At no point in time do we see them checking the guy's ID to verify that he's a federal agent, okay? That would be the only reason why you see a fist bump go on and the only reason why you'd be seeing the handcuffs come off. So one of two things is going on here. One is that they knew he was a federal agent when they put the cuffs on him. What are the couple different ways that would be possible? One, by something that he had on. Someone hypothesized that it could have been the black fanny pack that he had on his back, because I'm seeing in other videos several individuals that do have this this type of bag on them and could very well be federal agents. The other thing is that the Capitol Police or the law enforcement officers actually had seen pictures of every single federal agent that was going to be involved before this all jumped off, or the law enforcement officers actually met all of the federal agents before this happened. Those are some of the only reasons why we would be seeing what we're seeing. But there's something that I want to talk about right here. Let's take a look at something, and then I'm going to explain to you I'll just show you first. Let me just show you. Okay. You see arrest being made here. You see the guy being walked in the chair. You see this guy being arrested here. Okay. You see this guy being arrested there. Okay. You cannot tell me. And you saw this guy walking down the middle right now being arrested. You cannot tell me that you're arresting all of these people right here for engaging violence against police officers. So they're being arrested for what? Trespassing, correct? Do we all agree on this fact right here? That's what they're being taken into custody for. Well, everybody, the last time I checked, when a federal agent goes undercover and does a sting operation, such as what they did right here January 6th, to entice people to break the law, okay? When a federal agent is undercover, like they were here January 6th, if they're doing a sting operation for a drug ring or a motorcycle gang or whatever, and they're being asked to consume drugs while they are busy in that sting operation, they can't commit an illegal act while they are in that sting operation, deep undercover, months on end. They're asked to do a line of methamphetamine in front of whoever. And what do? They're taught how to do it secretly, where it doesn't, they don't do the drugs and it makes it look like they did do it, right? Because they're not allowed to commit an illegal act, right? So if federal agents, just like these people right here on your screen right now that just got arrested for trespassing, that would mean that the federal agents also were guilty of trespassing. That means that they also committed illegal acts just like these people right here. If you're not allowed to consume drugs while in a deep undercover sting operation, how in the hell is it that you're allowed to commit illegal trespassing like these people right here did? If these people committed an illegal act of trespassing, well, that means the federal agents did too, right? Doesn't that make sense to everybody? If you're going to let federal agents go and take the cuffs off them because they're undercover, does everybody agree with me and understand where I'm coming from? You cannot engage in illegal activity to entice other people to engage in the illegal activity that you yourself as a federal agent are conducting yourself. You're committing that act, and you're enticing people to commit the same act you are, and you are in a official undercover federal agent capacity. You cannot do it. All of those people that have been arrested for the same thing that those federal agents were released for or were engaged in, all of the charges have to be dropped. All of the people need to have their records expunged. If not, then all of the federal agents that were engaged in the same illegal activity as these people right here were, that they need to be arrested for engaging in that illegal activity because they were acting then outside of the color of law. Does everybody understand that? Does everybody understand what the color of law means? And they do not have qualified immunity because they were engaging in illegal activity while they were acting in their official capacity. That means that the feds were violating law as they're claiming these other people were. If that's the case, every single freaking case that was brought against everybody has to be dropped. All of the people needs to be removed out of prison because you cannot. Think about this. Think about this a second. Let's say that an officer was stealing drugs from a drug ring. He was stealing it and he was selling it to another drug ring. And he was a dirty cop. But that dirty cop was up there testifying against whoever. Every single case that cop was involved in, if it comes out that he was a dirty cop, all of those cases have to be reviewed. And then, yes, every single person that he put away with his testimony would have to be released out of prison because his testimony is tainted. Every single federal agent that was involved right here and was to testify against the people who were involved in these actions right here at January 6th, they would have to be released from prison because every single federal agent was outside the color of law, was violating the law as they did it, because obviously these people who were arrested right here were violating the same law they were. Does everybody agree with that? Thanks, everybody.